If a cup of coffee can rejuvenate your senses, imagine what a trip to the heartland of coffee country would do for you. Well, that's exactly where we're going on this episode of The Getaway. A charming homestay cum coffee estate situated right beside the Bhadra Wildlife Sanctuary is where we are headed today. Join us as we get better acquainted with the Robustas, the Arabicas and a whole lot of fun. Today I'm in Bengaluru city and I'll be meeting a very interesting guest. I'm standing outside the National Games Village in Coracle, and that's because I'm meeting Bharat Yeragetti here. Now his daily job might be with Infosys, but during his free time from his busy corporate life, he runs marathons. And the only time I could catch him was during his evening run. Let's go in and find out a little more about him. Your amazing run, but
okay, right,
you're so busy, and the only time I can get you is when you're unwinding.
Yeah, we all lead a corporate life, we're pretty busy from 9 to 7 every day. A lot of tensions with respect to work. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's like too pressurizing.
This is how you relax your mind.
This is like the best part of the day, my day.
Best part of your day, yeah.
Not everybody likes running, but yeah, it's like, you come back from work, you're like super tired, just change to your running clothes and go around the park running 30-40 minutes. That'll be about 5 to 6 kilometers.
That's your regular day? Like you run 5 to 6 kilometers every day almost?
Most of the days. Alternate days maybe. At least I run 3 to 4 times a week. And
Very
I do some
fit
longer
you are,
runs.
I must say.
Yeah, a little bit.
But do you always run alone? Or do you have
no,
like friends?
Yeah, I have a group of friends and I basically run in the evenings with my girlfriend.
That's nice.
She's a runner too, yeah. She's done a couple of half marathons and 10Ks. So we usually run in these parks, and on the weekends we run in Cubbon Park. So that's like a very bigger park.
Right?
Yeah.
Very fit couple, I must say.
Yeah, thank you.
So at least you get to spend time with her like that, right?
Yeah, that's another best part of running. She's busy with her corporate life. I'm busy with mine, and she lives with the parents, and I'm like still hanging around and stuff. So the only time we get to meet is during the run.
At least you guys are doing something healthy together and not just, going out partying or drinking or
we do that
like
too. We do that too.
Of course, that
yeah,
everyone needs to do.
Yeah.
But on the weekends, how do you all unwind? How do you unwind?
I usually get up by 5:30 and I go for a long run. And we have a group called Be a Runner, but spelled as Beer Runners. So it's like we are all big fan of.
There's a pun intended there.
Yeah. So we're all fans of beer as well. So after every long run of the event, we go out to some hangout.
You treat yourself to beer.
And we treat ourselves with beer, and that's like elixir.
But do you guys get to go on getaways with your group of friends or your girlfriend? Do you manage to do that, or is it too hectic and too packed your entire week?
It's usually packed. But we have a lot of these running events happening in other cities like Mysore, Goa, Mumbai, Hyderabad. So we usually plan our weekend getaways along with the running event.
Oh, you mix
we mix both your passion and your
nice.
fun, both like together. So we go there a day earlier, collect the bibs and all that, warm up, have a small drinking session, and next day morning wake up at 5 and the race begins.
What you've told me, I know you like beer and I know you like running, but
that.
Apart from that, what is the kind of getaway you would like? Leaving aside the things you usually do.
I would like to go to a nice hill station, do a small run there and then just relax in the nature. So
you like nature?
I like nature. I love nature, yeah.
And your girlfriend and you, have you taken a getaway recently together anywhere?
Not really. We both have been busy. Like she's into dancing. She's a Kathak dancer.
Oh wow!
And she's a dog lover. She's got like 7 dogs in her house, and she and her family feed like 30 stray dogs every day.
Wow!
She also is a big fan of hills and
and nature and running.
And
very
beer too.
Interesting. And beer too. Wow,
beer
very interesting. Both of you. I'm really looking forward to meeting her. Don't tell her that you've given me any of her likes or dislikes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take some time off and plan this getaway where I can incorporate both your likes, and hopefully she'll enjoy it and you'll enjoy it, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Sounds really exciting. Waiting for it.
Lovely.
Cheers.
I'll see
Have a
you
nice day.
Get back to your run.
I'll do that. Cheers.
6 in the morning, the city is yet to wake up, but my destination for today is pretty far, so we've decided to leave a bit early so we can make it to Chikmangalur by lunch. I'm headed towards Indranagar. En route, I will be meeting Bharat and then head to pick up Sonali, Bharat's girlfriend. Bharat seems to be already here, so I will follow him and join him in surprising Sonali. She doesn't know about this getaway yet, so I can't wait to see the look on her face when he surprises her with this big Yeti parked right there at her doorstep. Where's your girlfriend?
Yeah, she's somewhere around here. Hello, good morning. How are you? You'll know. That's Sonika.
Hello.
Hey. Hi.
And this is the car. We're going on a getaway. And she'll be planning the whole stuff for us.
Yes.
Oh, wow, nice.
So you had no idea where he was taking you, what
So
he
I
was
just
doing?
told her, pack your bags and be ready by 6 and we have a surprise for you.
And nor did you know he's not coming in his own
No,
car?
this is not his car.
That's an awesome car.
So this is what we're going to do. I've packed a few sandwiches for us so we don't have to stop for breakfast anywhere. Our next stop will be Bengaluru. So I'll see you there.
Right.
Getting out of Bangalore early was critical because once the morning rush would have begun, we would have been stuck there for a pretty long time. But we did manage to leave the city behind us quite easily. In a little under 45 minutes, we arrived at the Nelmangla toll road, where the traffic eased out. Now we were out of Bangalore city limits. NH4 begins a little ahead of here.
Hello, भैया कितना है? 20.
We passed this road with a rather intriguing name. It's called the Nice Road. And apparently, it is actually a pretty wonderful stretch of road. This 6-lane expressway connects two prominent IT hubs, Bangalore and Mysore in the state of Karnataka. In this case, NICE really stands for Nandi Infrastructure Corridor Enterprise, by the way. Driving further down NH4, we took a left exit at Neelamangala, which falls further ahead to connect with National Highway 48, or otherwise known as the Bangalore-Mangalore Highway. This stretch of the road was quite superb. Except stopping at a toll on this stretch, we zipped through most parts. The toll was basically to bypass the town of Kunigal, which falls on the way. Instead of entering the city, we skirted it, passing by acres of coconut and betel nut plantations. By now, we have clocked about 100 kilometers and we have about 150 kilometers till we reach Chikmangalur. The roads are pretty smooth, so the drive is actually fun. We passed two more tolls on this stretch, one at Belur Cross and at Chandrayapatna. कितना देना है आपको? We passed another town called Hirisave. From here you can take a detour for Shravanbelagalu, an important pilgrim destination for followers of the Jain faith. Since driving here was a breeze, Sonali wasn't in the mood to miss any fun. She too took the wheel and gave Bharat a little break. NH48 bypasses Kunigal, Chandrayapatna and Hassan, which saved us a lot of time. And besides, the beauty of driving past farms of paddy, betel nut and the coconut plantations is definitely better than going through the hustle and bustle of a city any given day. We passed one more toll just before Hassan. I've reached Hassan. Here the road bifurcates. If you drive straight, you reach Mangalore, but I'm taking the Hassan Bypass Road, which heads straight to Chikmagalur. The landmark here is AM Autoworks service station, and it's very easy to miss this landmark, so you've got to keep an eye for it on your right. I am now on the Belur-Halibut Chikmangalur road. I should be at the Belur Dam in about 40 kilometers, where I will be doing our first stop on the road on this getaway. You will notice a subtle change in the terrain as the road gently elevates. On both sides of the road, you will notice endless fields of paddy, and in the distance there are giant windmills working languidly on their mountaintop perch. The road leading to Chikmangalur is a bit narrow and passes a few small villages on the way where you need to slow down. But one look at the beauty of the surrounding countryside outside my window and you wonder why anyone would want to hurry through here. We reached Belur Circle in about 32 kilometers and drove on towards Chikmangalur. A few more minutes of driving and we reached the Yagachi Dam in Belur, where I had planned to make our first stop en route to our getaway, and where I would be revealing my getaway destination to my guests. How have you enjoyed your drive so far? I know it's been a really long road, but the roads are beautiful, right?
It's a fantastic, the car is awesome and we enjoyed the ride, though it was really long. Like I said,
very nice,
yeah, fantastic. And she got to drive a little bit too.
Yeah, you were
and,
shocked as to whose car,
Yeah.
what car
I'm
is
so
this?
happy I got the
Bharat's robbed a car and come to pick me up. What is this?
They're like, I want to drive, I want to drive. I'm like, okay, go ahead, try it out.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good.
But
that's
anyway, I know you guys know that this leads to Chikmangalur.
good. Yeah, I saw a couple of milestones on the road.
It couldn't be a surprise because you read what I am reading also on the way.
Pretty much.
But do you think I'm taking you there?
That's what we probably thought, yeah,
Probably.
Chikmangalur Hills. I've been
you
there
been there
like
before?
once
You've been there
during my childhood, yeah, probably some 15 years ago.
I'm not taking you there. Chikmangalur is on the way, but I'm taking you to this place called the Shantikunj Homestay. It's apparently really beautiful and it's in the middle of this place called the Bhadra Wildlife Sanctuary.
That sounds
So yeah, keeping in mind what you told me yesterday about her love for animals and your love for nature, that's where I plan to take you.
Sounds exciting, wildlife and stuff. I mean, good.
I think we needed this quick break, but
Yeah.
we should head back because it's what, about 70 kilometers from here, so we should hit the road again.
Right, let's go.
Let's
explore
go.
this.
We were all famished by now, so getting into our individual cars, the Skoda Yeti and the Rapid, we zipped to our destination. The drive was getting more enchanting as we drove closer to our destination. More farms and more fields hugging both sides of the road, and the weather was perfect. In about 20 minutes, we reached Chikmangalur, the land of coffee. As the welcome sign proudly announced the city where coffee was first grown in India. We drove through the city, which had a semi-urban air to it. From here to Ballyhunur, it is about 52 kilometers, our final destination. We were going uphill now. The terrain suddenly transformed, transporting us into another world. There's a lot that's grown in Chikmangalur and the surrounding villages. Earlier, it was primarily coconuts and betel nuts, then sugarcane and corn, and now it is pepper and coffee. We finally reached our destination, where a warm welcome and an enticing spread awaited us. So without waiting another moment, we attacked the food. Bharat and Sonali are really enjoying their first day at the Shantikunj homestay in Chikmangalur and the delicious food. But this getaway is not over yet. We are in coffee country and we still have to smell the coffee, which is grown right here at this very estate. Coming up after the break, some more thrills and an interesting session at the estate processing plant. Post our fabulous lunch, we changed and set out to discover the jungle trail right beside the property. Along with us was a knowledgeable naturalist, Mr. Peter, who was our guide and endless supplier of exciting stories about the forest. This man really loves the jungle and it was quite fun to have him with us as we explored the local flora. He did show us some very interesting evidence of the wildlife that lived in close proximity to the homestay we were at.
और ये ओपन करने का
ठीक है
और थ्रो करना है.
We also tried our hand at fishing. The experience of angling was a first for my guests and me, and even though we didn't catch anything, we all returned totally enthused, all ready for our barbecue by the riverside. We have had an eventful day. We did a jungle trek this afternoon, which was both fun as it was exciting. My guests and I also tried a hand at fishing in the river Bhadra, which flows right beside this property. And speaking of river, we're right now enjoying an awesome bonfire right on the river banks, while Bharat is sizzling some stuff for our barbecue dinner. Shantikunj is such a perfect name for this place. If there's any place that peace would call home, this would definitely be one of them. My guests and I have had a wonderful time here so far, and I know it can only get better. The next morning, after a quick breakfast, we were back at the river, this time for a ride in these little round boats called coracles. Navigating them is an art by itself. Thankfully, we had a skilled boatman who was only too happy to take us on a joyride in a coracle. So having strapped on some life jackets, we all hopped in one boat. We were just enjoying our boat ride when it started to pour. What started as mere pitter-patter transformed into a full-blown downpour in a matter of minutes. We enjoyed the shower for a bit till it got really chilly. Our resort is actually a part of a larger coffee plantation which is situated within the Bhadra Wildlife Sanctuary, and I have with me Mr. Nitin Saldana, who is the owner of this beautiful property and will tell me a little more about Shantikunj and what one can do here. Hi Mr. Saldana.
Hi, hi.
Your property is beautiful. I'm sure a million people who have come here has told you that. But why don't you tell me a little more? When did you start Shantikunj?
This is actually, we started a year of 2010. It is a passion of me to construct something riverbed, and we come up with a log hut initially,
Okay.
and that passion continued, and it went on again. The thing is, within 3 or 4 years I built up Shantikunj.
And what is the best time to come to Shantikunj according to you?
I feel all the seasons are okay, all the seasons, you know,
Including the monsoon season?
Yes, right.
So what activities does Shantikunj offer your guests?
We can do the boating. We take them in a jeep safari, open jeep safari. We will conduct activities like swimming in river, natural resources.
How long should one stay at Shantikunj to completely enjoy this property and everything that you offer?
I feel it is something like 2 to 3 days you'll have to stay.
Minimum?
Minimum, that's right.
There is a lot of wildlife since we are in the middle of a wildlife sanctuary, right?
Right. Sometime we get to see the animals. It's something like Malabar squirrel, sometimes bisons, wild sheep, a lot of other things.
And we are in the middle of a coffee plantation. It's all around us.
Yeah.
What all do you grow here in Shantikunj?
We grow pepper and coffee. Main crop is a coffee, and also areca nut. All these 3 crops, you know. And also we grow cardamom. Not much, a little bit. Yeah.
So can my guests and me take a closer look as to how a coffee from its plant goes to a steaming hot cup?
Right.
You're going to take us?
We can take you all.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
Come then,
yeah.
let's go. Hi. Hello.
This is the season when the coffee becomes ripe, and this is taken off now. You can peel it off actually like this. See? So all this thing will just be with the wind it goes off. Yeah. And the good coffee comes into this thing called a...
We didn't just see the coffee beans being processed, but the hot cup of coffee rejuvenated our spirits and warmed us up after the rain spell earlier. So with memories of a fantastic getaway, we were back in our rides, ready for the long journey back home. I hate to say this, but this getaway has come to an end. But my million-dollar question is, did you guys enjoy yourselves, especially you?
It was amazing. I enjoyed every bit of it and I just don't want to go back. It was great meeting you and the rest of the people here.
I probably had the most wonderful getaway ever in my life.
Yeah,
so far.
seriously. It was-
Successful I am.
It was awesome and I cannot thank all of you for planning this.
What was the best part of your getaway? The both of you, tell me quickly.
For me, it was the trek. It was amazing. I've never experienced going
Getting
to the
bitten by
beach.
leeches, that's what you like.
And the stay was, the place is like beautiful, and the drive in the AT was amazing.
Yeah.
I pretty much enjoyed every part of it.
You heard what my guests had to say. This getaway was exactly the kind they were looking for, and I'm so happy I could get them here and do the things we did. They promised to be back here soon. I know I would if I lived as close as they do, but I have more destinations to plan and more getaways to take you to. So see you next week. We began our journey from Bangalore city. Shanti Kunj, my destination, falls in the Chikmangalur district of Karnataka and is approximately 290 kilometers from Bangalore city. To reach this homestay, we took National Highway 4 and the National Highway 48 all the way to Hassan. From here, we got onto Belur Chikmangalur road to reach Chikmangalur, which is about 55 kilometers away. From Chikmangalur, we took the Balehonu Sringeri road. En route, we passed Aldur and Kadabagere. At Kadabagere, we took a right turn at the government primary school and followed this road till we reached our final destination barely 2 kilometers from the turn.